everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carr's Raiders. A lot of uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensive starters here, Marcel Reese, a force to be reckoned with.
We always talk about giving love to offensive linemen. How about the guys that the position's almost extinct? Fullbacks. Marcel Reese can do it all. Can block, can catch, and then after the catch, he can turn it upfield.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Murray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Play clock winding down. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
Here we go. Red 18, baby, alert, alert, baby, alert.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Phillip Wheeler.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So out come the Raiders.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Here's Abdullah. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Again, it's Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We ready? Zebra. Hey, we're going to rally. Check. Rally. All right, here we go. Zebra. Zebra. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. 110.
And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Now Carr going to give it to his fullback. This is Reese. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Here's Murray. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, the team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to fight. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Carr to throw. And there's a flag on the field. And that's complete to Walford. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
We ready? Red 18. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
From midfield, here's Carr. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, go. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do. All right, here we go. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Now this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime, and now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Penalty marker is down here. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And cuts out right. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
To throw forward is Ryan. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Stays on his feet, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. The play clock's running down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. Time running out here on the play clock. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hey, give him credit.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And there's a flag on the play. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. First man through, this is the fullback Reese. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in an offset eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw is Ryan. Finding time. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run, it's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
We ready?
Play clock winding down. They'll run it left side with Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 81 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. The play clock's running down. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski. Ask
around. They'll tell you.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Murray, the lone setback. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Raiders. 37 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone. First and goal here from the 2. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray with time running out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
That's strong running. Latavius Murray. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Brandon, you know my background is defense. This was not a fun game for me to call today with all this offense going on.
No, you may hate it. I love it. What an exciting game. A lot of touchdown calls. Certainly put our stat guy to the test, didn't we?
Yeah, we put the stat guy to the test, but it was beautiful to hear you call touchdown what felt like 8,000 times.
Thanks, partner. So for the Raiders, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. Daddy, let me in. If not, I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Benjamin's Panthers going up against Evans's Raiders. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And there's a flag on the field. It got his man complete. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. It's
a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.